Welcome to your 5-day adventure through Mexico's Yucatán Peninsula. Whether you're seeking adventure, relaxation, or rich culture immersion, this guide will help you make the most of your trip. Before we get started, here are some essential tips. You can note them down, screenshot, or click the link in the description to download a free itinerary with all the info. Stick around until the end for a total budget spend and my thoughts on traveling safely in Mexico. Best time to go: December to February. Ideal for mild weather, but expect larger crowds. Currency and exchange. $1 Canadian is about 12 to 14 Mexican pesos. $1 US is about 16 to 18 Mexican pesos. Transportation. One thing to keep in mind is taxis don't use meters, so always agree on the fare beforehand. I estimate taxi fares to be about 200 pesos for every 10 minutes of driving. The adventure begins in Cancun, famous for its stunning beaches and lively atmosphere. I traveled in September, which meant fewer crowds and more affordable stays. However, September can also bring some rain, so be prepared. I stayed at Mezcal Hostel, a budget-friendly spot perfect for solo travelers. If you're looking for something more fancy, Cancun offers plenty of options for every budget. I explored local markets and had lunch at Las Tosaditas. Their guacamole platter and etichera burrito with fries inside the wrap are must-tries. Later, I visited Playa Delfines, Cancun's largest beach. While Tulum's beach ended up being my favorite, Playa Delfines offers soft, powdery sand and beautiful clear waters. If you're looking to get around Cancun or beyond, there's a large ADO bus station near City Hall. This station connects you to most places you'll want to visit in the area, making it a convenient option for budget travelers. On day 2, head to Puerto, Morelos, a quiet coastal town situated between Cancun and Playa del Carmen. Known for its charming vibe, it's the perfect place to unwind and explore the beautiful surroundings. I stayed at Hotel Jocma, nestled along the Cenote route. Surrounded by jungle, this is an ideal stay for nature lovers. I spent my morning exploring the local shops and relaxing on the beach. For lunch, I found a popular local restaurant where the young locals hang out. Taxis and buses are available, but after a few cramped bus rides, I opt to rent a car for about 800 pesos per day. However, the hotel owner mentioned that prices fluctuate with the season, and during the high season, renting a car can go up to 1,500 pesos per day. This day was all about the cenotes, natural sinkholes that are perfect for a refreshing swim. After breakfast at the hotel, I visited Cenote Siete, Bocas and Cenote Verde, Lucero. Both are incredible, with clear waters and peaceful surroundings. If you're up for more adventure, nearby ATV rides and ziplining are great options too. I just ran out of time for the day to enjoy it. Visiting Chichen Itza was one of the highlights of my trip. As one of the new 7 wonders of the world, it's a must-see. This ancient city was a major hub for the Maya from around 750 to 1200 AD. Its most iconic structure, El Castillo, stands 100 feet tall with 365 steps, one for each day of the year, built as a temple for the serpent god. While the site is filled with fascinating architecture, much of the daily lives of the Maya remains a mystery. Instead of taking a tour bus, which often makes multiple stops and eats up too much time, I opted to drive myself. The journey from Puerto Morelos took about 3 hours, passing through old villages and towns. The drive was smooth, and being on my own schedule made the experience more relaxed. As you approach the road to Chichen Itza, you'll notice people trying to sell you tours or offer outside parking for 50 pesos. If you arrive pretty late, this can be a good option since main parking costs 100 pesos. Once you park, you'll need to pass through security, where your bags will be checked. If you have a DSLR, GoPro, or any other camera, you'll need to pay an extra 60 pesos at a counter to bring it inside. Get there early. I arrived around 10 a.m., and it was almost empty, which allowed me to take some great photos. After exploring Chichen Itza, I drove just 5 minutes to Cenote, a stunning natural sinkhole surrounded by lush hanging vines. If you started your day early enough, you'll be able to beat the crowds from Chichen Itza tours, which often head to Iquil afterwards for a swim. A cenote is a natural sinkhole formed when limestone caves collapse, exposing the groundwater beneath. There are thousands of cenotes across the Yucatán Peninsula, each offering crystal clear water for swimming and stunning views. Swimming in the refreshing water surrounded by cascading vines is truly a breathtaking experience. Parking at Cenote Aquil is free. A general admission costs 200 pesos, which includes a large locker where you can safely store your belongings while you swim. Tulum is quickly becoming the new hot destination for influencers, renowned for its breathtaking beaches and vibrant atmosphere. This beach town is not only picturesque but also rich in history, making it a must-visit on your trip. There's a road with plenty of parking options, but if you drive a bit further where the roadside restaurants are, you can find free parking. Just be sure to arrive early enough to get a spot, as parking can cost about 150 pesos if you miss out. The highlight of my visit was the Tulum ruins, but unfortunately they closed at 3:30 p.m. I arrived too late to explore the ruins, which was a bit disappointing. However, the experience was still worthwhile as I checked out Tulum Beach, which is absolutely stunning and in my opinion my favorite beach compared to Cancun Beach. I felt completely safe throughout my whole trip, and the locals were incredibly welcoming. Just remember to stay hydrated, as it can get really hot. Brush up on a few basic Spanish phrases, as English is less common outside the tourist areas. Total budget. Accommodation. Around 65 Canadian dollars a night for a hostel with a private room. Food. 7 to 15 Canadian dollars per meal depending on where you eat. Activities. Entrance fees for places like Chichen Itza and Cenotes add up to be about 13 to 40 Canadian dollars. Transportation. Taxis, shuttles about 2 to 20 Canadian dollars, and renting a car cost me about 55 Canadian dollars a day. Total estimate for a 5-day trip cost me about 750 Canadian dollars. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video itinerary helpful, don't forget to subscribe and save this video for you to reference later. For your free downloadable itinerary, click the link in the description. Happy travels, and I'll see you guys in the next video.